Joe, obviously, you come back here to the Marlies. This is a good group of guys in here that you want to be a part of, I assume.
Yeah, definitely. I think important thing this year is trying to be where my feet are, and whatever team I'm with, doing my best to help them get success. And like you said, this is an awesome group of guys. So I'm just happy to be here and be a part of this.
How do you sum up everything that's happened to you in the last, month or so?
Yeah, it's been kind of crazy. Just one of the best experiences I've had in my life so far. Just the opportunity I was given, and just something you dream about as a kid, and to be able to go in and do my best to give the Leafs a chance was amazing, and something I couldn't have dreamt of. So. It was an amazing experience for me and for my life and for my hockey career, and now my goal is to just carry it on.
Very tough, I'm sure, to get eliminated, but to have the chance to come back into a situation where you can help a team. How do you feel about that you get a second chance, so to speak?
Yeah, it's good. I've had some experience now in elimination games, and able to feel comfortable in that spot, and just stick to what I know and play my game.
Does your game change at all when you come to the Marlies, or?
I try not to. Try my best to stick to what I've learned from my time in the NHL and bring it back to here as best I can, and try not to change too much based on who I'm playing or which league I'm in, and just stick really to what I know.
What was Kyle's message to you yesterday in exit meetings?
I didn't take part in exit meetings. I was here for practice yesterday, so I assume we'll speak after the season's over.
What did the guys say around here today to you when you came back?
So I was back yesterday, and everyone seemed happy to see me, and same for me. I was very happy to see these guys. I spent a lot of time with some of them, and a good amount of time this year with the team. So it was awesome to be able to come back and be thrown into a pretty exciting situation.
I just want to ask about you and Ryan O'Reilly. Did you get a chance to talk a bit, him winning the cup in St. Louis and all that kind of thing? Did you?
Yeah.
Space there a little bit about your memories and that sort of thing?
Yeah. I think I was able to talk to him a bit. I think maybe like one of the first dinners we went to, I think we maybe talked about that. But pretty cool for him to, just to bring that experience to the Leafs. And he's an awesome guy. So, I hope the best for his future and hopefully see him again.
Yeah. Did you tell him about when you were in Boston and watching the Cup final? And
I might have. Testing my memory. Yeah, it would have been a few months ago, so I imagine we probably talked about that, yeah.
There's probably a level of exhaustion on your part, but from your perspective, why was it important to just keep playing right now?
I think what's important is experience, and the more experience you have, I think the more I'm able to learn, and I've seen that play out this year with all different kinds of experiences, and I think any time I'm able to go into a situation where the season's on the line and you're kind of playing with our backs against the wall is a great experience, just to show me that like I said earlier, it's just about doing what you know and not changing your game regardless of the situation, if it's preseason or elimination game. So I think that's an important experience to get, and also to deal with the highs and the lows of getting that opportunity and then getting eliminated, and now coming here and having to refocus and back into a very similar situation. So it's nice. I get to apply immediately what I've learned from this last experience.
Who or what has been your biggest reasons to develop as well as you have in the last 12 months? Like, is there something you look back on, a person or a mindset or something?
Yeah. There's definitely been a few people that have been very, very helpful over I'd say more so my career with the Leafs organization so far, and a lot of the times I have a tendency to give a lot of people other credit, and deservedly so, but I think in this situation too, I'm very proud of the work I've done, and at the end of the day, you can have as many people around you trying to give you success, and it's really about I think this year I really took it upon myself to make changes and develop the mindset that I needed, and so I'm very proud of the discipline I've had in that area.
Have you seen that picture of Radko Gudas in you?
I have, yeah.
What are your thoughts on?
He looks pretty happy that he won.
How's it feel to get back out on the ice with the boys?
It's a lot of fun. It's nice to be back on the schedule with the guys, just eating breakfast with them, hanging out, like you're on the same timeline. So it's just fun to be around them and fun to be back.
And drop in at a very important time for this hockey club and elimination game coming up tomorrow. What are your thoughts on jumping in and getting back into action?
Yeah, I think it's something that would be a lot of fun. I think it's an important game, obviously, and those are the games you want to play in. Those are the games you dream of when you're a kid, when it really matters and every play matters. So that would be awesome.
Are you expected to play? Do you know?
Not sure what the decisions are yet, but we're just working through that, and then we'll see what comes tomorrow.
Might come as late as the warm-up, I guess. Final.
Yeah, might come down to it. We're just waiting to see, I guess.
Fortunate timing, obviously, with the injury and that. But how do you feel now, and about how the year has gone overall for you?
Yeah, it's been a lot of up and down. It's been fun though. There's been a lot of great times, like playing here, having a lot of success here, winning games here, and finding ways to win, which we haven't seen the last couple of years here, and then having that opportunity with the Leafs and getting to play those games and gain that experience and get to see what that level is like was pretty cool.
And here you are, still alive in playoffs, so you want to do you want to make the most of that, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. We want to see the season go as long as possible and make that race for the finals here.
What's your big takeaway having been to the NHL for the first time?
I think just how quick guys close. Like, you got to make decisions so fast because guys are on you in a split second, and you also have to play very smart because guys know the systems, they know where to be, and if you have one chain link that's not working properly, the whole thing falls apart. So it's just knowing that you have to use the guys around you and be in your spots and compete every night.
When you were not playing, did you have a minute to think about kind of how far you've come and maybe what you've done well to get to where you are now?
Yeah, definitely. It is cool to look back, especially when you have a little bit of time away with the injury, that you can recognize that the work you put in did pay off, and you start to realize that those little things, that time, that all that extra time, it does come around and it works.
Your season obviously isn't over yet, but do you have any idea about what kind of the focus of your summer is going to be in terms of improving, getting better to get back to the NHL?
Yeah, I mean that's a hard question because just right now, like it's focusing on coming back. There's definitely things I want to work on, and there's parts of my game that need improvement, and I will work on those. But right now, it's just coming back, playing, and riding this thing out as far as we can make it here.
Forgive me, there were so many injuries with the Leafs at the end of the season. I forget what happened to you. What did happen to you?
It was I took a clip, took a hip check, and just kind of jammed my lower body there, and just like something that was like not too crazy, but enough that like I had to stay off it for a pretty good period of time there.
Islander game?
Greg, how do you feel about the squad's practice today and going forward into the game, an elimination game tomorrow night?
We feel good. I thought the energy was great today. Practice was sharp. The belief in our group, regardless of where the series is right now, is still there, and we're excited to get back at it tomorrow.
Regardless if he plays tomorrow night or not, nice to see Bobby McMann on the ice.
Yeah, anyone who's had injuries or been out for a while, regardless of who it is and what time of year it is, it's always nice to reinsert guys in and be around the group again.
What does he mean for your team, Bobby?
Well, I mean, a lot. He's a good player. He brings a lot on the power play, and he can penalty kill, and 5-on-5, obviously a very strong power forward who can transport the game from zone to zone. And he's definitely somebody that we've missed while he's been out, and somebody that can have an impact if he's in.
You've lost a few guys like that, so it's important to get like you say, one of the bigger guys who could play both ways.
Yeah, we've certainly had some injuries, but regardless, I feel like we've done a great job with our group and the depth of our organization and guys filling in different roles. But obviously, there are some key players who have been out that, if in, would definitely help our group.
No surprise to hear Kyle yesterday mention Bobby and some other guys as future NHLers, guys that'll push for jobs, as far as you can see, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of our players this year who've gotten opportunity up with the Leafs have shown and proven that they're knocking on the doorstep, and Bobby's definitely one of them. I think his game lends to that style of play and that level quite well. And I think the longer he's there, or the more reps that he gets, the more comfortable he gets, the better he'll do.
It's a small sample size, but what about Topi?
Topi's been really impressive since he's been here with us. He's had an impact in our group on the back end right away, especially offensively. His first goal in Hartford, the pulled goalie situation, and he's had another since. And can't say enough about his puck play and ability to break out under pressure. And even as an undersized defenseman, he's done a really good job with his physicality and not shying away from contact. And he's a really competitive guy who's definitely done well.
What's the vibe like when Joseph comes back and steps on the ice? Just
I don't know if
what's it do for the team?
I mean, any player like that coming in is going to give a confidence boost to our group, but I don't think it's as much needed. Our team has been a confident group, and we've had good energy regardless of where the series is at. Again, today's practice was really sharp. It was really energetic. It was the guys are motivated, and obviously with Woll around, that just heightens the energy and the confidence for everybody.
Were you proud to see Joe, what he accomplished at the NHL level there, even sort of a tough spot in the playoffs?
Yeah, so, I mean, any player that comes from the Marlies to go get an opportunity with the Leafs, we're always so proud of the work that they've put in here, seeing them grow as a player and as a person. And Joe's been patient, and a lot of times that's just a position, especially a goaltender. You're always waiting for that opportunity, and sometimes it comes through injury and not necessarily just being thrown in there. And he's been really patient. He got his chance, and I think he's proven to everybody that he's ready for that level. And it's always fun, though. It's like watching your kids go out into the real world. It's fun to watch them play at that level.
What do you communicate to your guys ahead of a must-win game like this without, I guess, overwhelming them, right?
Yeah, you definitely don't want to make it feel bigger than it is. They know the sense of urgency that the game is or needs. So as a coach, you're almost going the opposite direction and try and bring more calm energy and more kind of even keel temperament, and then just communicate your trust and belief in them, and they'll be motivated. It's not a team that we've had to really dig into all year. Whenever we've lost or had 2 losses or 1 loss, like, our team has always responded. They care a lot about what's going on in the room and their quality of play. So it's more just helping guide their eye towards how we can take advantage of the opponent that we're playing, and keep them on the rails when the game's feeling a little bit hectic, and keep them focused.
What have you thought of Pontus Holmberg and the season that he's had in Toronto? Obviously, he looked like he fit in at the NHL level, and he seems like a really self-aware player in terms of how he's performing. What have you thought of him?
Yeah, I think he's set himself up really well for his future. Obviously, with the Leafs for quite a stretch, and proved to be able to play at that level. His time here, you can tell he's on a different level than a lot of other players in this league, and he's done a great job in this postseason of being a hard centerman to play against defensively. Like, that line with him, Clifford, and Johnstone have given up the least amount of scoring chances and also created the most amount of scoring chances. So his defensive play lends to really good offensive play. Obviously, if you get the puck back faster, you have the puck more. But his possession skills, especially in the offensive zone, to hold on, extend the play, fight off a check, puck protect, and then find a guy that's open and not throw it away is really impressive right now.
And I guess there's another guy, Roni Urvonen, you've not just seen him very much because he's injured, but what do you know of him?
Again, another skilled player that I think, if healthy, could have an impact with our group. Just watching him skate around, you can just tell he's got a lot of skill and ability. I haven't been able to see him in a game setting live, so it's tough to evaluate or give you an answer on that right now. But I really like what I've seen, and especially as a person, he's a very serious, focused young man. You can tell with how he's working in his skates and trying to get better every day as a person. His process is in place, and it's only a matter of time. He's a great player, and he's going to get better every day.